Okay. I just want to make sure that all of my stuff is running properly here. Sometimes my things tend to be behind a little bit, so I don't want that to happen right now. But yeah, welcome everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. My name is George Mokwena. I am your host, and this, of course, is a show where we love South African football, we love African football, and every now and then we look to the world. Today, we are going to be looking into Africa because the national team, the footballing national team, Banyana Banyana, is in action in the quarterfinals of the trophy that they are defending. Defending champions, Banyana Banyana take on Senegal in the WAFCON, Women's African Cup of Nations. There we go with Coach Desiree and Coach Tina Sonkembuli. I'm here at home. Yes, we're here, guys. We're here. Hey, I think my camera's doing some weird things there, but I'll fix it. Guys, remember that this is a watch-along. If there's Chiefs, Paris, Mamelodi, Sundowns, Banyana Banyana, Bafana, if any of those teams are in action, we will be here live, and it's a very interactive show. You are able to jump in and speak to me live as we're sitting here. You do that by pressing the multi-guest button at the bottom of your screen on TikTok. It's a button that has a blue figure having a pink figure. Then I let you in, and we can have some conversations about what we are seeing in the game. But how I do it is at halftime, I'll let 5 people in and we'll have the convos, and then I'll have 5 people in, we'll have a conversation halftime, and I'm looking for 20,000 likes for us to then, for me to keep it open so that everybody can jump in and we can all have the conversations about this Banyana team. I just want to fix something. Okay, I had some issues last time. That is better. Okay, so the starting lineups for the two teams. You have Ndiaye in goal. You have Babu. You have Fall. You have the other Ndiaye, 2 of 3. You have Dembele, Diakate, the other Fall, Sek, Balde, Diop, and Ndiaye as the starting lineup for Senegal. Then for Banyana Banyana, you have Dlamini in goal. Andile Dlamini, Ustix. You have Dlamini. Oh, Sticks, you should have gone for that one. You should have gone out for that one. Makube Lambane Makama. You have Jane Holweni, Mutlalo Ramalipe, Sioposinwe, and Mahaya as the starting lineup for Banyana Banyana. In terms of the form, in the last 5 games, Banyana Banyana has won 4 of their games and drawn 1, whereas Senegal has won 3 and lost 2. Last game out was a 1-0 loss to Morocco. Before that, a 3-2 loss to Zambia, whereas Banyana Banyana won their game versus Mali 4-0, and then against Tanzania, they drew 1-1. These two teams have met twice in the past. It was last year, 4th of June in a friendly. South Africa beat Senegal 2-0. And then, of course, on the 1st of June last year, we drew 1-1 with Senegal. So as it stands, we have a win and a draw, and Senegal has no wins versus Banyana Banyana. Now, this is what's so interesting about this game. I see that Coach Des has made a couple of changes to the team. You're seeing Holweni coming into the starting lineup, and you're seeing Uhilda starting, which was very interesting. She started last game, but then she hadn't started the first game. The reason why it's so interesting is that we saw in the second half of the game versus Mali, the 4-0 game, that I started to see a different Banyana Banyana, right? You started to see a Banyana Banyana that could pass the ball through the lines, that could build up, that was more exciting, that maybe didn't have the star power of the normal Banyana team, but they were able to compensate for that by being more of a team. Which is so interesting because in the first half, not that they did badly, and in the history of Banyana Banyana or this specific Banyana Banyana, we've always complained about the bench. We've said that the bench is not strong enough. Who do you bring in to change stuff? And maybe this whole time we were looking at the names of the players instead of looking at the roles that they could play, right? Oh, that was a bad corner. Instead of looking at the roles that they could play. Because Mahulula coming into the midfield in place of Jeanne, I think it was. You look at Dlamini pushing up the left-hand side to be a winger, almost similar to what they're doing to Ramalipa on the other side in that second half. You see Salgado and the type of runs she was making. And then, of course, the most important thing, you saw Hilda move from being more of a wide player, but coming into the center and becoming an actual striker. And I think she did a very good job of bringing the other girls into the game in a way that we hadn't seen in that first half. So, hey, I wanna see this thing. I wanna see how it pans out, because I think I'm super excited for the future of Banyana Banyana and how they're gonna be. But this game is worrying me because already Ndiaye is looking to get in behind Abo Juice. And Abo Juice, if there's one thing about Banyana Banyana, the defense doesn't necessarily have support all the time. And because they don't have support, they are often sort of left bare, like they have to deal with it themselves. So that is very interesting. If you are wanting to watch the game is on 202. I'm watching it on 202. But then, of course, SABC, let me see. SABC 3 is showing it, which means that if you are online and you can't watch the game, you don't have logins for DSTV, you could watch it on the Facebook page, I believe, the SABC Sports Facebook page, but also sabcsports.com. The live side of that website will show the game. And then I'm not sure, but I do believe the Facebook page is showing it. Donnelly has been trending a lot the past few days. It is funny because I don't think she's part of the team at all today. I don't think she's in. Let me just check, because I double checked that lineup and I was like, "Hey man, did I miss it?" And maybe I've made the mistake. Let me just look. Yeah, she's not in the team at all, Donnelly. She's not in the team at all, Donnelly. Height and application of tactics will be tested. My team is a few seconds behind yours. Lebza. The keeper did a run. Strange to see Holweni in for Motaung. Bongs, do you think that Motaung has a set position in Banyana? Because I feel like, especially when she's playing with Abolinda, Nabo Chemain, it feels as though she doesn't have a role, or maybe she's making herself smaller because there's those bigger players there and the more experienced players, obviously from that golden generation, Banyana Banyana. So sometimes she feels a little bit lost. And I think in the second half, you saw a little bit of a change there. But for me, I don't know if she has a role. And what's scary is that she's reminding me of Wendy Shongwe. So for those who don't know Wendy Shongwe, Wendy was the star of Tux. And when I talk about star, I'm talking about Tux Sport had her photo on the side of buses. She was the athlete for Tux in terms of like HPC and Tux Sport and things like that, especially from the women's side too. So very, very big star, but could never find her feet within Banyana. Like she could never find her place in Banyana proper. And she got a lot of runs. I don't know if she's injured right now, but she got quite a few runs at that first team, but never quite fit. I feel Amkhelang is a little bit like that. And I guess the best case scenario for her, honestly speaking, would be that second half Banyana Banyana. Maholola, I think Kamete come in, really letting them play. But Donnelly, I think they're more of a team. So it's again like what's happening in modern football, where a lot of the teams are moving away from star players and they're moving towards a team. So instead of having 3 or 4 9 out of 10s and everybody else be, let's say, a 6 or a 7, they'd much rather now go for a bunch of 7.5s across the field that'll do the tactics side of it, which is interesting because we're seeing that across football. Wait, so both Senegal teams are coached by C says. Yeah, and there's a lot of family in the starting lineup. Lebs are the people of Ribeiro Costa. Hey, Badna. Can I have the ref styles? She's a bit lost in the team, but that was good when playing Kosafa. Hello, Z. Hi, man. Ke friendly. Oh, you finally won, Pirates. Finally. You joined us in winning. Wendy was part of the World Cup team but could not make a mark. The keeper is too overconfident. Which keeper, agent? I see you're speaking about it. Marazi kana mapire arinku mapirate. You see, like one of the way that they're playing now, this has been the hallmark of Banyana Banyana. It's sort of, I call it a back six and a front four, where you kind of leave the more experienced players up top, and there's not really a connection between them. Urifilwe, oh, beautiful pass by Rifilwe there. Let me not say too much, but Jermaine. Urifilwe has not been the Rifilwe that we've known from the past. So Linda has had to drop back and help quite a bit. That's probably where Holweni is going to come in and help out a little bit there. But they don't have a connection. It's sort of like we have a very good defense, the Sundowns defense, very good defense. But they often get caught out when they're playing out from the back. They often get caught out because they're not supported in the way that you would see. And then up top, it's sort of like you're just waiting for a ball to break free. A ball must break free. Tembi Khatlana is the star of Banyana Banyana because when the ball is kicked up, she goes and gets it. So you see these ones, what you mean, struggling a little bit with that. So there's no communication between the departments usually. So you'll see they're going to try to play it out from the back and nobody's going to come. Oh, there we go. There's somebody come. And they usually strangle themselves if you press them properly, right? So that's the interesting part of this. Like, where does everybody fit? I see Ramalepe making a striker's run there. Guys, is Banyana Banyana a little bit too overconfident here? Or maybe there's a genuine belief, which has been backed up by real stats, that they'll see their way out of the game. They don't necessarily have to play well or do well, because that's how it's feeling. Senegal, you blame Banyana for my way of football thinking. Hey, Staji, welcome. Guys, please tap the screen, tap the screen. We are 12 minutes into this game, quiet so far. I think Senegal slightly look a little bit more dangerous if we're going to say that somebody's going to score from this game. I'd say Senegal have looked a little bit more sharper in that regard. But yeah, it's only a matter of time. I mean, this is the other one, Diop. Is it Diop? That is a big lady. And for sure, at some point, Senegal is going to start playing high balls. Diop and Ndiaye are tall, man. And you know Banyana's weakness. Banyana's weakness is high balls into the box. Whether it's Wandile, whether it's Uswart, high balls into the box are always their issue. We don't know how to defend that. And most teams try to play us. They try to come out and play. Then they see that playing is not going to work out because the Mamelodi Sundowns ladies players, Banyana Bastyle, are very technically gifted there at the back. Linda, look, not Linda, Hilda, look up. Hilda's too far away. You need to bring Hilda closer to the other players. The concern you have now about players and where they was my last week issue with succession. Yeah, no, and Hansel, I had the same concern, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's a once-off, but that performance in the second half, for me, was so incredible. Like, it sort of put my mind at rest, at ease. But it does feel like we're going to need to get to a point with Banyana Banyana where we make a clean cut, unfortunately. Luckily, Bochemain, they are retiring on their own. So I think we need to build up a new golden generation. And I'm not going to lie, what I saw last week was incredible. There's Donnelly, not even co-benching, she's in the stands. Shame, man, after scoring. Maratez, hey. Finally have a face. I don't think I've seen a Banyana Banyana player. I don't wanna go too deep, but I don't remember seeing a Banyana Banyana player getting this much attention. And I know what it's for. I understand what it's for. but she scored. So it's very interesting to see her on the bench. Tins, how are you doing? How are you doing, my brother? The concierge says Holweni is good as a sub. Maybe. I don't see much difference, to be honest with you, because Unoxolo, she waffles a lot on the ball, man. She loses the ball quite a bit in Unoxolo. We don't have, obviously, Ubiana. So, not the strongest of teams, but I think they are still a level above a lot of the other teams. So, Banyana Banyana is hard to beat, but I'm looking at the Senegal team. I hope. How you remind me, our Netherlands always beat us high balls. No, all the teams. When Ghana hit the post twice in the second half of our first day win, it was from high balls. We can't deal with high balls. I know we tried to make it like a Swart versus Andile thing, which it can be. I think they've got different weaknesses, but all in all, the moment you start playing long balls, our defenders don't know how to position themselves for high balls crosses, which is actually a problem across South African football. I mean, hate to say it, but you look at a Sundowns, for example, that's something that they struggled with. So I think as a country, that's the big one that I want to dispel. It's not just the women's game. As a country, hey, we struggle, man. When the ball starts flying high, look at what happened to Pirates versus Pyramids when the ball started going high. We're just not equipped. Hey? We're not equipped. And what Desiree had done last game was interesting because she stopped it at the source. So that it was essentially a back five, trying to stop that cross from coming in or trying to stop the wingers from being involved. You've gone back to a 4 here because Ramalepe is essentially, I don't know, it's almost like she's playing like a right forward. Look at where she is on the pitch, a right forward. And look, we're leaving our defense pretty much bare with the Refilwe dropping. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, no, there's Refilwe. Oh, I was about to say. This is interesting. We're a counter away from being scored here. You saw that. Look at where Ramalepe, and I'm forgetting our right back. Look at where Ramalepe, is it Makama? Where they had to come from in order to cover there. One counter attack here, one transition, as we call it these days. Yeah. Anyway, OT, she's beautiful. She can be the face of Banyana. Nonkola has grown complacent. She's always in the lineup. Oh, she was. Wait, both Andile and Swart at the World Cup conceded 8. Now, who is the best for SA? Our match, you can go watch it on Facebook, guys. If you can watch me here, you can watch it on Facebook, SABC Sports, or even the SABC Sports website. How Nyaka match? I can't show it because I don't own any rights. And the last thing I want to do is be asking you guys for money to fund R1 billion that I'm getting sued by Supersport and CAF and them. So, guys, please. Last week, I talked about scoring a lot of goals in a dead game. I'm not going to lie. I didn't rate Senegal. Mara, hey, I'm a little bit concerned. I'm a little bit concerned, if I'm being 100% honest with you. I'm a little bit concerned. Makama and Ramalepe are going to kill us. And then if Senegal can play the right ball up, we don't even have an offside trap. There's the long ball because we don't have support. So the attack is basically try play it out, hook the ball long, and hope that Jermaine gets there. Basically. Hey, agent, I'm feeling that thing you feel, man. I don't know why. I'm feeling that you normally have when Sundowns is going to lose. Like I've got a pit in my stomach. I don't know why. The last time I felt like this was when Banyana Banyana, women's football, when Banyana Banyana got knocked out of the Champions League. Because I'm not confident here. Especially since Jermaine hasn't been in the game. Hilda hasn't really been in the game. But there's still time. Senegal will tire in the second half. I hope so. I hope so. 21 minutes in, it is 0-0. I don't think we've seen a proper shot at goal here. Guys, control the ball. Heaven. That was going to be offside, but control the ball. Can we put our foot on the ball a little bit? Oh, there's no discipline up there up top. Yes, yes, Jermaine. Oh, keeper made a mistake. Agent, you called it. Keeper made a mistake. Oh, Jermaine with a chance there. Unlucky. I wanna keeper more, guys. I wanna keeper more. Every time we play high ball, Senegal know how to deal with our attack. Yeah, because it's not an attack, Bongs. It's not really an attack. It's a clearance that we're hoping can become something. If we're being honest. Okay, throw in to Banyana Banyana on the right-hand side of their attack. Fee. Oh, I didn't ask. Guys, predictions for the game. Please let me know there in the comments what you guys are predicting. How will this game end? Excuse me. I don't like watching Hilda playing the position that she's playing. Bong says 2-0 Banyana. I don't know. This Diaye, number 9. Diaye and Diop. Who's the other tall one? Get Diop. I think they're gonna give us problems. Yeah, there's the mistake by the keeper. Tried to trapped it directly to Jermaine, who just couldn't take advantage, unfortunately. Look, the only thing I'm hoping for right here, honestly speaking, is that Banyana tend to be a lot more clinical. So they're going to get the 2 or 3 chances and they'll probably score 2 or 3 goals. But I'm a little bit scared, to be honest with you. Look, there's the long ball. Why? Yeah, she slipped at a crucial moment. True. It's long balls. It's long balls. I kid you not. I've been saying this. It's long balls. There's no connector. We're not even playing it up the wing because Rama's playing as a central player instead of like a wing player like she normally does. She looks very dangerous giving the balls to Jermaine on the right-hand side. Number 7. Yeah, get Diop. Diop in the area, they're just looking for that physicality. They're just looking for that physicality. Yeah, let's fight. Abanye angibathembi like abodlamini angibathembi like that, but I know Juice can fight though. Seems Senegal is playing a patient game, waiting for the right moment to pounce. Musa, they don't take their chances here. See, if there's one person I trust there is Juice as a fighter. Get Juice. But at times, hey, her and Makubela. Yeah, thank you. Can we build up the wing? Thank you. Rama, stay wide. You see how? Get juice. I said juice. We're even afraid to play the offside trap. What's happening now? Andile. Yo, eh. Andile struggling there. What do you call it? The groin area? Or just next to the groin area on the thigh? He's struggling a little bit with that. And you can see the tape. So it seems like it's something. How sticks? Why does she get injured at such crucial times here? I like that we're doubling up on DIA. Bong says this is a power versus pace. The pelvis. Yes, thank you, Agent. This is a power versus pace type of game. True. But you know, Andile, please get up. Guys. I had a very interesting conversation about this during the week. About Swart versus Andile. On Thursday in the open episode. Mr. OT, there's so much space between the midfield and strikers. Yeah, we don't have communication. I've told you guys this before. Banyana Banyana's biggest weakness is that. Well, one of the biggest weaknesses is that they don't communicate. We don't have a connector. And unfortunately, Fifi is a bit too much. It's a bit too much for her. And I don't know if Linda has fallen into the 6. We do. I think Imakakula, the other keeper. Imakakula. I don't know who's that keeper from the under 20. Who's the keeper from the under 20? What am I thinking? This is Williams. Hi man. Coach Mod's under 20. Who's the keeper? Somebody please help me there in the comments. 28 minutes in, still 0-0. I keep thinking Williams. I don't know why I keep thinking Williams. But it's the keeper that scored a free kick in Kosafa. Yeah, it's called a watch along, not a watch saint. Maufunugibuga, Facebook, Baba. It's free. Facebook, sabcsports.com. You can stream it there for free. No worries, no pains, no nothing. But this is a watch along. Maunetata. We need to stop that white channel. Yes, these ladies are huge. Who's Fall? Did you see how they're pushing Fall in? Yo, I didn't see that Fall is even bigger. Number 20. Now she's being pushed into the attacking spaces. Yeah, it's gonna be Route 1 football now. They've been winning the first ball quite a bit. Oh, basazoba kudluza. What's it called, Andile? What are you saying? Numerator says our backline is so good. I don't trust them. I don't trust them under pressure. Like you might think that these shots don't make sense, or these shots are these ones are what's scaring me, because it's showing that Senegal are getting past our lines. And I think Umakubele is sitting all the way back to try and stop the offside. I think they're afraid of that run in behind. Look, it's gonna end in a long ball because we don't have a midfield that's opening up. It's gonna end in a route one. Senegal is gonna swallow it up. This has not been a pleasant game. We're just hoping for a mistake. Pressure, Jabane. I'm watching it on 202 Supersport, but it's also on SABC 3. It's on DStv stream, and if you want to watch it for free, stream it for free. You can watch it on Facebook, SABC Sports Facebook page, as well as sabcsports.com on the live section of there. This is the game. We need to use our brains. We don't have physicality. Am I wrong for calling for Bo Jermaine to be taken out again? Jermaine, Refilwe, Linda. Am I wrong for maybe wanting that? Talibang says this game has been makaka. I'm glad you're here. Yeah. Okay. And Zizwa, tell me. Do you think that we're using her correctly here? Because she had an influence on the game. Long ball, swallowed up. Long ball, swallowed up. That quick team will join in the second half. Maybe. Caesar says no, Chief is still. Oh, Butlali. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see the profile picture. Topasingwe is an important part of the team. You don't just sub her. Oh, we did last week. Now I always said about Jermaine, you just don't know which Jermaine is going to show up. You just don't know. You don't know whether it's going to be Jermaine that can score you 2 goals or the Mexican Jermaine, or you don't know if she's going to be silent for a little bit. I still feel like there's a little bit too much freedom at Banyana Banyana. You just look at our front line. Look at our front line. Yeah, no, at sub Linda, eh? If you're not going to play in the 10, I don't know if she adds enough in the 6. The effort is appreciated to do that because Ufifi does need help, but Linda in the 6 is not Ayoba. Even when she was playing 6 when Fifi was injured, you sort of lost Linda for very long times in games. Look, they have to do defensive work. She has to do defensive work. And you'll find that the only thing that's going to separate Banyana and Senegal is going to be us scoring 2 goals out of nowhere. Okay, let's see. I don't want to sound too negative, man. Hilda's isolated. She's not an isolation player. She always plays better when there's somebody close around her. So I think Jermaine should be falling a little bit closer that side so they could play the 1-2s. Yeah, there we go, left-hand side because Rama's not there. What are they going to do with it? If they chose a different pass there. If they chose a different pass there. Butlali. Sioppa Singh is an important part. Umuntu uyazwela. Why, Juice? Why? I nutty with these long balls. Who's gonna win the long ball? Why are we playing like we've got Diop? Our biggest player physically, I'd say, Donnelly is not even there. But they don't use her like what Diop. Are we ready to play Nigeria? Hey, happy Nigeria. Oh, that 5 is a 5-0. That 5-0 versus Malawi versus Zambia. Yes. Kana Zambia kiabo Barbara Panda ne? Yes. Stop the cross. Stop the cross. Come on, Rama. You can do better. Every time they cross. Every time they cross. Jesus says bad football. There's no plan. There is no plan. But let's be honest. Let's be honest. Oh no. Oh no. Yo. Is VAR checking? Okay. I thought they were going to possibly give a penalty there. Yo. Jesus says, why long balls? But it's something we know, guys. Like, it's something we know. We've been saying this. Long balls when there's no Tembi are shame. Okay. Ay, makama. We're lucky that Senegal are not using their height advantage. They're going to use that at some point. You know, they're going to use it at some point. And we're going to hate it when they do, because we're going to open up. We're going to open up like crazy. Like, put the ball down. Why are we not putting the... guys. All of this ability. I'm trying to find the stats. Is SofaScore tracking this game? Let me see. Damn, they're showing... They've got Pirates' stats, but they don't have... Yeah, there we go. Okay. 40 minutes in, it is 0-0. We have not been in this game at all. Don't let her cross that ball. Oh, Senegal, Nanya Chiga. Why do you want to go for the long cross? Mara Senegal kiri train man. Kiri train. Okay, I want to look at these stats now. We've had one corner, one shot from Senegal, nothing from us so far. But there were 2 shots off target from Senegal, 1 shot off target from Banyana. Yeah, we haven't been in this game, eh? How is that all you're giving me so far score? Possession is 54% to us. Why are they losing the ball so easily today? It's how they normally do it. If we're being honest, it's how they normally do it. Free kick, Senegal, top of the box. Let's see what they can do. Senegal are a poor team trying to be good versus a good Banyana trying to be bad. Are you saying Banyana's playing down to the level of Senegal? I win. Even if that was on target, that's not a free kick you take. Come on, Balde. That's not the free kick you take. She just scooped it. Even if it was on target, that was not going to matter. Okay, let's see. Long ball, swallowed up. Swallowed up. Who's going to win the physical battle? Like, understand what they're trying to do. It's what I always use the example of Hugo Bruce. It's what Hugo Bruce did for a lot of the AFCON, where you use Mahopa. So if you can't play it up through the middle, you play it up to Mahopa, a long ball. He wins the first ball, and you sort of cheat. So you play the long ball. You hope that even if Senegal wins the ball, you can create enough chaos that now you've bypassed the midfield and cheated your way into the final third, right? I get it, but we don't have physically imposing players. So in order for it to work for Bafana, you had to have a Mahopa, tall, lanky, willing to go and challenge for that first ball. But if you're trying to loop balls to Jermaine, okay, there we go. Don't turn. Yeah, thank you. Hi, Jermaine. They're opening up. Why did you do that? Should have been Rama though. But Rama's now playing striker. What's happening? Okay. There's that right-hand side I was speaking about. Because you have both Makama and Rama in attacking spaces. Maybe the coach just needs to tell them to slow the tempo down to avoid losing balls unnecessarily. No, the guy, they just need people who are willing to come back and fetch the ball. You know, in watching the preseason games, it's a Pirates, it's a Chiefs, and watching some of the Banyana games, we look interesting, like we look fun, but we don't progress the ball. We don't progress the ball. So, like, for example, we are touching the ball quite a bit, but how many times have we seen the other side of the pitch? Right? So, South African football just has that thing, that problem. So, Pasino can be subbed, I won't mind. Jermaine without Mutembi. I don't know. Okay, here comes a free kick. Straight to Andile. Wow. All of that height. And you have one of the tallest players, number 20, Fall, right? You have number 20, Fall, taking your free kick, and then you throw it straight to the keeper. Look at how they're pressing. Guys, this Fall, I don't know, for those who watch basketball, is Taco Fall Senegalese? The guy used to play for the Celtics, that really tall guy, because I feel like I'm a fall lava. Maybe it's a family thing. Let me check it actually. Taco Fall. I don't know if you guys know Taco Fall. Oh, he is Senegalese. Oh, maybe they're family. Okay. Taco Fall was a basketball player that had a very small stint in the NBA, but he's super tall. His thing was that he's super tall. He's he's playing in New Zealand now. Taco Fall height 2.29 meters tall. Yes, sir. Okay, 442 is not working. After this WEFCON, we need to change. Which is very weird, Peggy, because we normally play a 433. But like I said, the 433 has Jermaine playing. Normally, they have Jermaine on the right-hand side, Tembi and Hilda on the left, or pushing more to the left-hand side. So Jermaine would fall back a little bit. You have Linda in the 10. You have Refilwe in the 10, usually subbed for BANYANA. Then you have one of the other players around her, like your Cesanes would play just around her. Rama on the right-hand side, right back. So usually we play a sort of 4-4-2, but it's a 4-3-3 that plays out in a 4-4-2. Then when we counter, we lean towards the left-hand side and have Hilda and Tembi linking up. Those two work well with each other. Usually Linda chases the long ball, not Linda, Tembi chases the long ball, wins it, either does her step overs and becomes selfish and shoots it, or they combine with Hilda. So it's interesting to watch this, but I don't, like I said, I love Uchemain, but I don't know what her role is in this. I love Linda, but I don't know what her role is in this, and if she's the best option for playing the 6 role. I know that she's got the experience. Here comes Fifi, who scored a free kick in our last game. Can she do it again? Come on, Fifi, we need something, man. We need something. Please give us something. Oh, okay. Lamini took it. So you finally get a free kick in a dangerous area, and you don't let the person who scored a free... You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Let me not say too much. It's fine. Watch the Batman. You play 0-0 this afternoon. Are you sure this is the Banyana we know? Ish. Lulu, I don't know, but it is halftime. That is what I do know. So please, guys, 5 people, please feel free to request so that we can have a discussion about what we're seeing here. I just want to make sure my graphics are reflecting where we are with the game. It is 1-1 right now. Sorry, 0-0 right now. Okay, let me see who's here so we can have a conversation. Those Senegal players must play basketball. They're too tall for our team, says Kasi. Vusi, welcome to the show, Babu Sada. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks and yourself, OT, man.
Ish, I'm a little bit worried, man. I'm a little bit worried. Yeah.
OT, yes. I'm disappointed. Not with the team.
Okay.
I'm disappointed with Tembi, man. If Tembi was in this game, we were gonna be 2-0 up. I'm disappointed with Tembi. Agayi kuyolwa namasoja wakhe. The army is there fighting yena usele lana. I am so disappointed. But coming back to the game, OT, this is the game that we're going to win. If we can put our foot on the ball and play those touches. We are not rushing. Why must we rush? What are we rushing for? So if we can play those passes, those pocket passes, if you watch them first half, these Senegalese, they want to play it over Ubambanan. Yeah, they just want to do that, to play it over and run. So it's easy game for us. And I know second half will bring on the players that will put the foot on the ball and will start playing. I think in that way I will take out Uholweni and put on Ubongeka. She's on the bench. Ubongeka
Gamet, yeah.
Yes, to stabilize that middle field so that you can release Ulinda. Ulinda is playing too deep again, so there's no supply up front. But what I'm crying about it, OT, why are we not pressing them? Because you see, they want to play from the back and they can't play. Let's press them.
But then, can we press? Because it doesn't seem like Lapapambili. It doesn't seem like there's a coordination. Lapaman, Urama sometimes is striker. Other times we say we in Uchemena Mazu Kutungena Gupi Hilda. We won Ngale Koneni. Do we have coordination up front?
You know what, Nene OT? If Ubono the way Ulona pressing akona A1 Ujamin, she just need those two Urama no Lona to come help her. If they can come, there's a ball that we should have scored that I win a good goalkeeper. But because of they were too deep, they couldn't come and help her. That's the problem. If they those two you just mentioned, if they can come and help her to press them, because the goalkeeper wants to play from the back, but the defenders can't play. They can't play. So if we can just press them, we mustn't panic. South Africa, this is our game. We're gonna win it easy. I mean, like, we've got players that can win us the game. No. What's the Salgado? If she comes in, Gabriel, she will go down that flank and tear them apart. So this is the game, easy game for us. They put their starting 11, that they show that this is their winning team because of they're scared of us. We can change the team at any given time, but we're going to win it.
Okay. Let me bring in Hansel, the concierge. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, my brother. Good evening, and everyone on the comment section.
Tell me about this game. How do you feel about it?
I think it's a typical game, especially South Africa is playing against West, South, East, and North Africans. We are always almost the short ones in the field.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of the things that I complained about last week, the tactics going into the games. We are playing into the strength of Senegal. If you check, a lot of time we are releasing high balls from the back, whereas those people are short. There's no way that we are gonna win all. If we are gonna win, we're gonna win one if they miss the header. And I think this thing of playing with a single striker, sometimes it gives us a problem, because now Jermaine is running around and she's not really that much into the game. And I haven't seen much of Hilda Makhaya also, which is something that if the two of them, they are not in the game, then it means our striking force is non-existent. And Linda Mutlalo is playing a little bit deeper, which is something that I also talked about yesterday. There's no that much creativity, especially if she's playing as a double pivot with Jane. But hopefully I can see there's a bit of light. But what I'm scared of is if Senegal scores one, then they're gonna go back to that low block, and then they're just gonna release those long balls forward, and then create a low block and then mid block, and then maybe attack with one striker. That's my fear. But
can I ask you something just there with you spoke about Hilda? Do you think that swapping her and Jermaine could help? Because we saw Hilda playing as a striker last time, and it seems like Jermaine ufuni ball.
Yeah, Jermaine is all over, and the problem is it's like today she has hot legs. She can't trap the ball properly. She can't pass the ball properly. I don't know what's happening today. Swapping them could be a solution, but they also need someone who would supply them. There's someone that is needed, and the only person that can do that is Linda Mutlalo. But because she's playing too deep now, the supply is a bit limited. It forces our players or our defense to kick the ball forward, which is something. And usually when they kick the ball forward, it's high balls. And Senegal is winning all those high balls. So I think there's a little bit of restructuring that is needed, just and try to pass the ball in between the defense and allow Soposungu to run at them and Makhaya to run at them, and Ndamtlalo to create and come to try and get those second balls.
Is okay? Two questions. Number one, Tembi. Is this now that we're missing her, that we are playing Tembi football in playing it long to try find her? Is that an issue? And then number two, we see how big these Senegalese players are. Do you think there is a risk that in the second half they'll just go, guys, we are bigger, we are more physical, can't we just play those high balls in and just kill them that way somehow?
The thing with Tembi, I think it's one of the things that I was saying last week: succession. For each and every good player, you need to get two of those in the team. Now the issue with Senegal, I think what they're gonna try and do, I think they've watched a lot of our games. They've seen we suffer a lot with diagonal balls, with set pieces, and all those stuffs because we are shorter. I think that's gonna be their whole game plan. They're just gonna try and kick those balls forward and try to push more body forwards until they get the goals, and then they revert back to a low block or a mid block, and then just kick the balls forwards, and then they try to what you call these days as managing the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Wesh, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, uthi kuhamba kahle.
Hi, Wesh. Angazi ukuthi sidlalani lana, but maybe you can help out. How did you feel about the first half?
This is a 1-0 kind of game that you lose. Lama game ovele lose
Yeah.
1-0.
Yeah.
And you find yourself not knowing ukuthi how water Jehovah kwenzeke kanjani, yabo.
Yeah.
I will start by saying ngihlezi ngiba worried, especially when Ugamede is not around, because uBambanani no Makubela, they play together all the time, but sometimes bakhombisa ukuthi obviously Bambanani is superior than Umakubela. She's always off position. Umakubela, she's scared.
Yeah.
She's
And
very
she's
scared.
dropping back. Did you see she's dropping?
Yes, unama passes angazi kanjani, but she's just way too below than Ubambanani, of which she's supposed to be getting closer because umuntu adlala naye teaming all the time. You understand? That's one. Secondly, sine issue of this nice simple football that is going back. Ihlale we have yet. It's nice, it's beautiful, but clearly we have yet. So we are not creative enough. Asazi ukuthi sithena kanjani singene behalf yabantu, and for me it's concerning because isikhathi siyahamba, bro, so all these 1-2s, they are good, but they are not good enough, because how are we then singena kanjani kwi-final third? You understand? Then obviously we have a biggest problem of Orifilwe. She's not the Refilwe that we know. Understandably, she's from the injury, but the expectation is that amabola amanye amfica where she needs to just stretch her leg and touch her with her toes. That's how not ready she is. You understand? But I think for the most part, the biggest downfall is limiting ama chances Gamachaya to score by playing her as a wing. That she is much more of a striker than a wing, and that has been something that Melangabe kade sayibona, because as a striker, remember the previous game, the turns phambi kwebhokisi kumenza umsebenzi wakho ube lula. This thing yokumdlalisa wing, for me, I don't understand it, because already sidlala 4 at the back, we've got 5 in the middle, and we are striking ngomuntu oyedwa. Keep uholweni mfethu udlale ngama-midfielder u2, uthathe uMahaya umfake ngaphakathi, ufake iwinga, then uJermaine uzoza azofuna ibhola la, and uHilda will stay there, and kanjalo sizoscore. But as it stands njengamanje, we're not going to score because we are limiting people ezindaweni where they could be, because njengamanje mawuthi uyabuka, uHilda is a striker, bro. I've seen it consecutive times. Mayela phambi kwebhokisi, she's even more influential and effective, much more than lento yokumhlalisa lapha elayinini. I do not understand it, so that's it for me, honestly. Other than that, we are managing the game well, but labantu bazokora. Just one goal. Bashaya
Mina
no
ngisaba
block and it's done.
mina ngisaba le height wesh ngoba we're starting to see they pushed Ufall number 20, they started to push her up. Obviously khona undiaye not the Utiop, they're very tall. Is there a threat lapho in the second half that maybe bangenza lento that everybody does to Banyana at some point where they just start playing high balls? And do you think we can deal with that?
Once they do that, we are done. Like I said, our defense is shaky. Our defense is not full on, especially the center backs. One person is much more effective than the other, and for me that is a problem. But once they find a way to score, sisenjeni, because angalboni planlets, and my concern with also these tournaments is that this is a chance for Udesre to show us her tactics of the
Yeah.
game without Utembi, because our philosophy can never be Tembi Khatlan.
Yeah.
The philosophy and identity of a team cannot be Utembi or our capabilities got Utembi. There should be any other identity or a philosophy a team without Utembi, and this is her chance to actually show us what she can do and moving around these players and you know, because umdlali engaba kwi-injury for years or months or whatever, and we need to find a way to play, you know. So this is a chance, and I hope she knows that, and you know, because ngaphandle kwalokho sisenkingeni. Tembi is not there. No one is going to run for those balls. Find another way to for wins and box entries and have those fouls, have those penalties and things like that. But most of the wing play out wide, it's not going to work.
I wanna go to Vusi and ask Vusi, can you give me a prediction and maybe some changes you'd make?
As Uweshesh OT, I'll bring on Salgado on the wing, take out Ulona, what's her name, Uolweni, and then bring Ulo, the breadwinner, inside. In that way, we'll attack them from the wings, because what I see now, our fullbacks will start going forward. That's what we do every second half. We're using our fullbacks, of which is good. But if you can make that up now, and then we go to them. Remember, against even that things, we started like this.
Yeah.
And then second half, we came guns blazing. But it's 2-0, we are winning, OT. I mean, I'm not worried.
Okay. Let me bring it to Concierge. Changes and score prediction.
I would like to predict a 2-1 or a 1-0 game. I think in this game there are not that much goals. I think I share the same sentiments with Vusi and Wesh. At least we must just try maybe to play with a 4-4-2 or a 4-3-3, just to at least try and get those goals, because once they score first, and then we're gonna climb a tall mountain.
Okay,
Yeah, so
Wesh.
basically-
Oh, yeah.
No, it's fine.
Wesh, changes and prediction. Guys, can you hear me, Wesh? Are you with me?
Oh yes, I am. I was muted. So I'm saying that I also feel like, you know, let's just change. Sibuyise ulokhunjana ngaphakathi. Sibuyise ubreadwinner ngaphakathi, bro, and find another person who's gonna do that wing, and yeah, I think we could potentially win this by a 1-0, but I'm really scared. If this team score, bro, even just 1 goal, we are done, because as you can see, we haven't even done much as far as box entries or things like that. We need a bit of tactic, bro. Even if Lana Enga, because even Uramalepe is not effective.
Yeah.
And she's our best bet again, because she's mobile, even though in decisions are better at times. But as far as the mobility, effectiveness, we are umuntu who can run within that field. Do something about that person, because there is something that they can do. But if if we are just playing, we're gonna have a problem. Because you could have a 70% ball position and lose the game.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, no. Thank you so much to the people that came in halftime. Wesh, Vusi, and the concierge. I'm looking for 15,000 likes. I'm taking it down to 15,000. I see Koke is in the comments right now. Please tap the screen, guys. Let's try get to 15,000 here on TikTok so I can keep it open and let people in. I saw Pilani also jump in and out. Okay, so please remember that my timer doesn't go up to 90. So add 45 to whatever my timer says and you've got the time. So right now, it's saying that we are, 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in, at 45, and you'll know that we're on 48 right now. Okay, there was a couple of concerns for me in that first half. Number one, we still don't have a link between the defense and the midfield and the attack. So it seems like there's different units on the pitch that are not speaking to each other. And when they do, it's the defense and the midfield, but they go backwards or they play into the safer areas of the pitch without necessarily going forward. We didn't see a lot of box entries or movement because of number two, up top. I don't know if there is a synergy between Jermaine, Hilda, and Rama, who's actually pushing up all the way in. Rama at some points was making striker runs. So I think we need to decide what we're going to do with Jermaine. I believe that Jermaine really wants the ball. She wants to drop back in. I think she'd be more effective on the wing. So maybe allow Upredwina to go central and play as a striker, somebody who brings people together. That's what Hilda does very well. And what you're seeing right now in the second half, even though we've only seen 4 minutes of it, is that her and Andile. I don't like that reaction. Andile. Keeper getting injured there, it seems. Okay. I hope it's just the face. Oh no. She got stepped on. Okay, we'll see the replay. Oh, that reaction is not good. Oh, Wamuhatile stepped on her left ankle. Hey, but the reaction. It seems like one of those soft. Yeah, it shouldn't be bad, Koke. I was just looking at that reaction of hers. You know when a player starts doing that, yo. I'm sorry, guys. Andile Lamini is sat down right now. It does seem like she got injured while trying to play the ball out, stepped on. Her left ankle was stepped on. Okay, wait, she's in pain, but it does seem like they're putting Amakokswake back on. So you'll find that she can come in. Anyway, I was saying that up top, you don't have a relationship between the three, and I feel like it's because they're being played out of position. Jermaine wants the ball a lot. I don't think Jermaine can be patient enough as a striker, and usually she plays on the right wing. Usually. Urama is making striker runs, which is kind of weird because I don't think there's a better final ball player in Banyana Banyana than Urama. Rama, we saw it for the ball that she played into Jermaine, for example. Then, of course, Hilda is on the left-hand side. So Hilda, I think she's too far away from the action. She's a player that loves to be close to others and connect. If you saw her second half last game, she was connecting with the other players. Okay, Dlamini seems to be back on. Hey, the medical staff didn't look too confident, but Dlamini is back on. So you don't have Hilda, right? So I think it's just a little bit of reshuffling that needs to happen. Wait, Rama's on the left now. That is very interesting. Look at where Hilda's getting the ball. Guys, Rama, huh? Okay. Yeah, so that is very interesting. I think Senegal, as most teams do when they play versus Banyana Banyana, they come in with a little bit of an ego and they come in to come play ball, which is not something you do versus Banyana Banyana, honestly speaking. We outplay a lot of the teams if you're going to try to do that. But if you start playing those high balls, man, if you start taking advantage of Ndiaye, you start taking advantage of Diop, you start taking advantage of Fall, I think you can get something here just merely by putting the ball into the box high, right? So, like for example, in this area right here, don't super play it up the line, just pop it up. Ndiaye shouldn't be here because they're going to lose the ball. Is Dez's plan bad or Senegal studied us? I don't know if Senegal studied us because these are issues that we've had. Like if you watch back the live, you can do it. It's on YouTube. If you watch back the live watch along from the Mali game, the 4-0, the first half, we have these issues. You look back at the game versus Tanzania, we've had these issues for years at Banyana Banyana. It's just that we know how to win at this level. I always say that Banyana Banyana understand African football, right? So they're good enough to get past these teams that they put up here. We really only lose sleep over Nigeria and over Morocco, and that's really only because those teams are way more clinical than a Senegal could be. Like if Nigeria caught us here like we are right now, Nigeria is clapping us, right? The chances that Senegal missed in the beginning are getting converted. Similar to when we played versus Ghana, we had 2 chances that were hit off the post in the second half, for example, that could have made it a 2-2 game. So I think we survive a lot off of the, not carelessness, but the inaccuracies of our opponents or lack of finishing. So that's what we survive on most of the time in Africa. We're just that much better than everybody else. But in terms of the problems, we've had the same problems, I believe, for years now, honestly speaking. I liked what Wesh spoke about with the centre-back pairing of Makubela and Mbane. And you can tell that Mbane Uchus is leagues ahead of Makubele. But somebody in the comments, a couple of people in the comments have been saying that one of the big things we're seeing here is that Banyana Banyana is very defensive. You even see it in the setup of the defense where Makubele will even drop way further back in waiting for that ball over the top. Which, look, if they're playing direct balls over the top, you can argue that, you need to do that. But my worry is that without that little offside trap, you allow Senegal to get all the way into our territory, and you don't want to do that. Senegalese seem to be clipping our ladies a lot. A tactic, maybe. I wouldn't say tactic, but I guess it's something that you might take advantage of. Look, Senegal's best chance here is to be physical. They've been trying to play. It really reminds me of that Sweden game. I remember Sweden tried to play. They tried to come out and give us a game. And when they realized that, hey, Gunzima, they started playing those long balls, those high balls, and really using their height. Argentina did a very similar thing too. So I think it's just a weakness of ours. Yes, there is a Dembele. There's a Dembele. There's Diakate. There's 2 Falls and 3 Ndiayes. I'm not sure if they're related or not. Let me let Koke in, Shem. You've been waiting. Guys, please tap the screen. Shout out to Lulu. Shout out to Agent. Shout out to Mapule for the gifts here on TikTok. Guys, feel free to send gifts on TikTok and on YouTube. Koke, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. Uti, and you?
I'm good, my brother. 57 minutes in. What do you feel about this game?
This game, I think we need to go back to our roots. Le bola leli esidlala kwi-one pala.
Okay.
Short game, triangles around, no distance. This thing of playing long balls behind their strikers, it has not been working in the first half. Sizamile sebenzelanga. Bring in those wingers, sivale ground when we have the ball, play short passes. These people are not good at closing us down. Make small triangles around the pitch, play short passes, outplay them. One, because amalong ball asikwazanga ukwadlala behind them awasebenzelanga. Two, even if we go into the wide areas, we try to bring in crosses which are not working for us. Height ayisivumeli. It's a disadvantage. And then when we play those short passing games, we are good nama free kick. So it means we're gonna get more free kicks because they have to kick us. Especially in the final third. We need those short passing games. There's something you mentioned, Duguti. Our strikers, those front three there, they are receiving the ball most of the time facing the midfielders, and they end up playing back to the midfield, of which we want them to turn with the ball. Or if you are going to bring it back to the midfield, try to also open a space with the combination. Start the combination. Don't just bring it back to the midfield and then you are nowhere. As far as you know, that's what they need to improve. A short passing game from a mover, final third, short passing game, we win this game.
Can I ask you, Koke, do you think that... No, ngifuna ukubuza ukuthi can this Banyana Banyana do it? Because we saw it last match, mara bese kuphuma bokujane, bese kuphuma boJermaine, bese kuphuma boLinda. Are they able to play that? Because the way ukhuluma ngakhona, I understand you, mara it feels a little bit as though lawa ma triangles, lawa ma pass is something that is now obona ebuya ku Hollywood bets, like Sundowns does that a lot, whereas maybe abo Jermaine, abo Linda, abo Jermaine, Linda, Lemang, yeah, Jeanne, they're not used to playing that football here. Do you think that they can play it? Do you think that we should change them like last game? How do you feel about that?
I think Mina, with Jermaine and Linda grounding, you already have the base. And then Lababanye, it's a matter of following with what they are doing, you know. Ulinda no Jane, they understand the short passing, the movement. Lababan, that is why they can do it. It's not difficult. It's a matter of understanding. Okay, Uchamin no Linda mabayenza kanje. How do we move around them with the short passing game? And I think they can, because they do have that thing. Like South Africa, a little bit of skill in them. Each and every one of them unalo skillnyana kancane ukuthi alibambe ibhola, but manje thina ngathi siyasaba ukulibamba and kulamile silibambe khona, yabo. So angazi ukuthi why sidlala kaso thina siyajaha. Even namanje I'm just seeing an opportunity uvele uyalifaka phakathi eboxini, but if you delay it a little bit unokhe sondele ngalo nje sidlala enyaweni uyalithola ichance.
What do you think of Amogelang Motaung coming in for Holweni now?
Mina angibazi ngamagama kahle, maybe mangambona angibazi ngamagama,
Okay.
angibazi ngamagama kahle.
No stress. Okay, do you think that I'm going to ask you an unfair question. Do you think that it's time for other people to move on? Bona lawo Jermaine ukhuluma ngabo.
No, it's fine. I mean, must be we Hollywood bets and other areas, the female football areas like South Africa. There is potential, there is talent, and if we're gonna still remain, Bamba Bo James, Bambi Nabany, Lawanto Lawangega Batulam opportunity, Bailale role yabo, and then if it's time. We must be able to spin increase you would see vul increase you Bahambe as Batloshi party. Sifuna ukunikeza nabanye ichance yabona, because if thina asikwazi ukurevampa bafana then ibanyana banyana, then it means if sebahamba ngokuthi so we age yabo, they've outgrown ibhola, and then so it's very it's a must, then it means asingeke sibe ne continuation. So we right bahambe basase right, and then being brought in to come in with okay to talk to the girls, whoever the girls that are new in the space, to just talk to them, not to compete with them.
Score prediction quickly before you go.
It's a difficult one. 1-0 shall win.
Okay. No. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Feel free to request. We reached the goal. Feel free to request and jump in and tell me how you're feeling about this game. Up to this point, we're 61 minutes in. A change has been made by Banyana Banyana, where Amogelang Motaung has come in for Holweni, which probably means that we're going to try push Linda into the 10, have Motaung play that 8 role, and maybe leave Ujane alone, even though Ujane has been pushing up quite a bit. Do you know what always frustrates me when I'm watching games? So all of us here have spoken about something to say that maybe Breadwinner should be central. Maybe Breadwinner should come into the center because she's very good at facilitating the game, and there isn't a better finisher. I've said, I'll put my head on the block in South African football as a whole, better than Makaya in making those decisions. Who healed out Breadwinner, right? But you are able to experiment and have Ramalepe change sides, right? She was playing on the different wing at the beginning of the game, or the beginning of the second half, but you don't see the logical changes. I mean, even Omokhelang, I'm not saying that Omokhelang is a bad player, but I don't know if that's the sub I'd make if push comes to shove. After you've seen about Makhulula, is it Makhulula? Yeah, Makhulula do well, Abu Salakaro do well, Abu Kamete do well. Why then? You know, I don't understand. And it happens a lot in football. Maybe you guys who are coaches can explain. But why is it that the objectively easier subs are not made? You know, we saw last game, the Banyana Banyana B, or the second half Banyana Banyana team, Yibobal Nokai. They're the ones who play the triangles. They're the ones who open up. They're the ones who are not afraid to build through the center, right? The only thing I have, the only disagreement I have with Ukoke is that I don't know if Refilwe, Linda, and Jermaine, I don't know if they can play that football. That football is a construct of Banyana style. Like if you have Abu Rabale on the pitch, you can do those type of things. I think the golden generation players are the ones that have been playing the long ball football. Can they adapt to it? Especially knowing that those three specifically also were overseas based mostly. They were playing a different football. Leogul Dala again goes back to the back six and front four that I always speak about. The back six or back four players, the four with the goalkeeper, those are Sundowns players. That's why they look comfortable when they play it. It's just that Agnamuntu, who's got the software update to come and play with them, right? So it's very interesting. But to be fair, in this game, second half, Senegal looked less focused, and maybe that goes to the comment I saw earlier here that spoke about how they might tire in the second half. They look a lot more open, and if we can just gain a bit more confidence with our passing, I think we can do something here as they make a change to bring on Utrame, number 15. Did you just see that easy entry though through short passing? True. Why are you taking, guys, why are you taking a fall? Is Senegal going to try players pound for pound? Ball on the ground. That is a bad sub. That is a bad sub from Senegal, honestly speaking. You should be taking advantage of every single bit of height that you have on the pitch. Corner, Banyana. Gosh, they're just getting swallowed by these players. Look at how tall Diop is. SABCsport.com. SABCsport.com. Okay, let's see. Let me see from Facebook, from YouTube. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Time to move on and give others chances. Silo. A Motaung CAF on the bench. Our girls are playing kak, bro. Let's be honest. They know very well that we short in South Africa. So why play high balls every time? Says Live Entertainment. Banyana Banyana will win 2-0. Says South Coast Road. SABC Sport app, guys. SABC Plus. There's a lot of places where you can watch it for free. You just need to sign up. Let me see what other comments we have here. Hey, ball straight to Andile. Guys, sorry, I just want to be fair to the people watching on YouTube so I can just also hear what they have to say about all of this. But I can't seem to find my feed. Okay. Wrong chess move by Senegal. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense what they're doing there. Okay. I follow Vula. 68 minutes in. Please remember, add 45 to whatever my timer says. And guys, feel free to jump in. Bottom of the screen, multi-guest button. Jump in. Let me know what you're thinking about the game so far. Yeah, you see that 3 at the back is what is scaring me because Lamine has pushed all the way up. The long ball swallowed. Like, I don't know, guys, do you not get that same irritation feeling when you see the same thing and the same thing and the same thing and the same thing? And you're like, but guys, at what point do you change that thing? We keep trying to get in behind, but we don't have passers that can do that. And your one passer that can do that, Urama, you're not giving Rama the ball. So who's meant to make that final delicate pass if not the person that has done it? This is so weird. We saw a free kick. Rifila Jane literally scored a free kick last week. Let her take the free kick. No, Utlamini takes. I'm like, guys, some of these things, are we just too smart for our own good sometimes? Coaches, I need the coaches. Coaches, tell me there in the comments. Are you just too smart sometimes for your own good to just do the objectively easier thing? Why do you have to be complicated? Because if they end up losing this game, it's going to come from those things. It's not going to come from anything else. Nah. Hey, guys. 70th minute. Mara, you're gonna get a yellow card. You're gonna get a yellow card. Jumping back onto the pitch to do that. Yeah, even the Senegal coach is laughing. She literally jumped back onto the pitch just to tie her shoe or untie her shoe. The only thing is that Senegal is playing with no coordination now in the second half. They're not quite sure what they want to do. So I think that's helping us. But we need to score soon. Or what Wesh was saying, that it's going to be a 1-0 out of the blue. No, how much it sucks to lose to a team that you're dominating. Oh, gosh. Hi. Okay, there's the frustration from Jermaine. She's also seeing. I don't have a good feeling about this game. I do not have a good feeling about this game at all. Just want to check the stats again. This legit feels like when Sundowns was knocked out. UWC was even worse because they didn't even play that well. See, the Sundowns defenders are fine. About juice, it's that long ball that I don't understand. That long ball. Every single time. The way we play, we're going to lose 1-0, says Savela. Coach wants to make changes when we're trailing, says Musa. Yeah, they keep showing Donnelly. But why are the cameramen so... why are they so spicy? Number 2 is Rama. Number 2 is Rama. Ramalep. Number 2 Kirama, guys. Over 100 caps for Banyana. Sundowns player. Instrumental the last time they won the Champions League. This team is making us play their ball. Yeah. But also, we're not zigging and zagging. Beggy says, is Kolosabiana injured? Yes, she's injured. She's a pundit on Supersport. She's a pundit on Supersport. I believe she's injured. She's a pundit on Supersport for the... I don't know if she's the one at call for. Because he usually comes in when we're leading. Wait, OT, did UWC play the Champions League? Yes, they did. It was expanded. And then UWC and Sundowns played. Both got knocked out early. UWC Champions League. I just want to make sure, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. They played in the last one, 15 November 2024. They were eliminated from the CAF Champions League after losing 2-0 to AS FAR Rabat. Yeah, she's on Supersport. She's a pundit. I believe she's injured. Meaning Donnelly played, yes. That's where I know Donnelly from, to be honest with you. Hey. Now we're just playing for the sake of playing here. Apparently Shabalala is hired. Ucheri. Wait, agent. Sporting Casablanca. Which one is Sporting Casablanca? It's not Rabat. Yeah, it's Sporting. Man, Sporting Casablanca. There was that other team. Oh, it is the other team. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So I guess we'll never know. Oh, wow. Yo. Yeah, that was a team that played Sundowns, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, guys. Was it the one Motaung? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Desiree needs to go scout for like players. We need new stars who will reignite the team. Well, do we need new stars or do we need to embrace what the football is? Because on that bench you have Coach Tina, who plays a very different style of football normally for UWC. I don't know why they played that trash football they played for the Champions League, but they usually play a more modern version of the game. So is it about scouting to find like for Abu Tembi, or is it about creating new stars? Like I said, second half last game was incredible. We only made one change right now. After seeing what happened last week, we literally made one change. So I don't know, man. I'm just like, hey, agent, you're touching on a different. Hey, you're touching a nerve there. I came out touching a nerve there, a very deep nerve. Oh. Every time there's a corner, look at that. Every time there's a corner. Oh, Senegal suck at corners. Wow, it's set plays. Banyana's one weakness has not been exploited. 79 minutes in, still 0-0. We're still taking snapshots at goal. Oh, Kosia. We haven't been playing here. Okay. Pass. Come on, Rama! Senegal scores one, it's over. Should we be nervous? Doesn't look like there's a goal here. Same with the Ghana game. Oh, Lebza, I'm so nervous. Rama there with a chance. A draw is not bad, right? Well, it's the knockouts, so I don't know if you want to go to extra time and penalties, to be honest with you. I think you want to get these games done in the game. Looking at this game, you wouldn't say that Banyana defending champion. Yeah, no, this game was poor. This game was poor. It feels like that game we played versus Nigeria, Call of Tas as well. They're just not here. It's not the first time that throw was made. It's not the first time a similar throw has been made. Now they're calling it. Try Salgado at this point. Bring in the people that played last game. You had an answer last game. Senegal. They're just physical. Is it Nigeria? I think so. I'll have to check. Okay, the baby box have won the Under-20 World Cup. Still the same thing. Hey, Busi, you can jump in. I am not. Yo, hey, this performance is killing me. This performance is killing me. Feel free to jump in, Busi. Let me hear what Lebs has to say. 82 minutes in, still 0-0.
Hey, Mr.
Lebza,
OT, how's it?
how are you, my brother?
I guess hey, I've just come off from on the TV. I'm watching Banyana. On my phone, I was watching a junior box on some illegal website there. And hey, man, that game was intense. And then I come back to this one. I'm like, hey, it's it's Navy, but you see
Yeah,
that there's nothing happening.
yeah,
Like there's nothing coming.
yeah.
At this point, it's we're just praying and wishing that o mongwe a re goalkeeper a raga bolo e mo thule wele ka mo neteng e be re feta, because I don't see how we gonna score. It's not showing. I mean, they put the crush at the nation out to ka injury akere. Nkebe
Yeah.
no a tsena ka mo la ba be under pressure cause o physical, so
Mara ke batla ho botsa Lebza. Last week re shapile di-change tse ngata. We swapped the team around. There was a bit of bravery. Obviously, it's a game that they were winning, Mara. There was some bravery on the part of the coaches. Now, well, what are we watching really? Do you think that, man,
it's this thing, yeah, overthinking games. I mean, I know we are overthinking football, but they overthink games. Same as with Sundowns. Sometimes I think when we get to these penultimate games, we start overthinking them and overcomplicating things. Whereas if we keep to what we've been doing, we would actually see the difference. But I wasn't expecting our game to be this hard. I mean, I know Senegal is a good team, but we've beaten them and we've drawn with them. We've never really had
a loss?
issues with them. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think must happen here for us to win this game, in your opinion?
Mr. OT, I don't know. Like I'm clueless as well. I just don't know what's going wrong. Just watching it, I'm like, yo, Bondimo. Because thing is, it's gonna take one cross. These ladies are tall, ne? It's gonna take one cross for Senegal to be like kwatla, and then it's over.
Even if.
Yeah, and Wamona it's 85. It's gonna take exactly that one cross, and a person just has to reach out with the head, not even jump, and hit it into the net. The way they're so tall, and then it's over. There's no coming back at this time. Yeah, so I don't know what needs to change, Mr. OT. It just looks like it's just not our day. No matter what the change we may think needs to be made, it just doesn't look like it's our day of free scoring, you know.
Okay.
But
okay.
maybe
Yeah.
this is what the quarters and semis are all about. Quality football where it's harder to score, but I don't see even what we are trying to do on the pitch.
I want to bring in Unsizwa, right? From Butlali to Nsizwa. How are you, my brother?
Can you hear me, OT?
I can hear you perfectly, my guy.
Okay. I want OT the same way I'm drinking this tea is the same way this team is drinking us, OT. No, they are drinking us, OT. No.
They're drinking us.
Let me even give you another taste, just to emphasize. OT, let me. OT, they are drinking us, OT. It's a serious drinking, this one.
Yeah.
But OT, I think they've reverted to what was the problem with the Ghana game, OT. Yeah, single pivot with refilling the single pivot. Get that, OT. We get dominated in the midfield because of that single pivot, OT.
Yeah.
In the games where we were dominating, OT, it was a double pivot. It was a compact double pivot, and that helped us win in the building process in the second phase of the game, OT. Why? Because Refilwe and her midfield partner, Please remind me.
Well, Linda, I'd say.
Yeah, okay. Coming to that also. Why is Linda coming deep, OT? Linda's coming deep for what? We know Linda. Linda is most creative in the 10 position, OT. Linda's is best in playing in the pockets, OT. So I'm asking myself, OT, why are we dropping Linda deep? Is it a case of maybe you see where Refilers was receiving the ball now? She's alone, OT, and we lost the ball even.
Yeah.
We lost the ball.
Yeah.
Single pivot, OT. Let's transition to a double pivot that will help us in those types of phases, OT. But back to Linda. Linda, we've known her to be creative up the pitch, OT, to make things happen up the pitch, right?
Yeah.
So this thing of her coming into a 6-8ish kind of position, for me it doesn't make sense. And I'm asking myself, is it a case of, maybe there's not much quality in that position? I'm asking myself that question, and I'm just trying to make sense of it, because we lose creativity up front, and we lose that person that can feed a Jermaine, that person that can feed our wingers. So it's looking like and also I think we need to use football intelligence a lot more, because obviously we can't, the physicality on this one, we can't take it, because they are stronger and taller than us, right? So we have to be smart in how we navigate this game, and use more develop a build-up pattern, pattern, because we've been struggling to get out of the second phase of the game. And
but we saw this in the game versus Mali. Why aren't we reverting to those settings? We saw we saw Makhulula coming in. We saw Salgado coming in. Why aren't we doing that? I think we got a bit of a memo last time.
That's when we have to question Coach Des, OT. At what point are we gonna change the game plan, OT? We see that one thing is not working. I mean, we're about to go to extra time now. We see that one play is not working. Why? It's a thing that I was fighting now before. Like, the whole 90 minutes, it's one thing. OT. You don't have a plan B. So why don't we switch up something? You can't. I mean, Refilwe, she's getting dominated in the midfield, right? Change to a double pivot, easy. And then you see how that will how that will play out. But yeah, this is I think poor execution of game plan from the players as well. I have to say, and also I think the game plan needed some tweaking.
Okay. I wanna bring in Busi. Welcome to the show. Finally, man.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks, and you, Busi.
I'm right. It looks like Banyana Banyana is reverting to the same mistakes that we made against Nigeria last year, qualifying for the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
We're not utilizing the midfield to the best of our ability. I don't even know why Holini was introduced to the midfield in the first place. And the fact that we were playing flat as well also frustrates me. I understand the tactical change in the fact that we couldn't use a 4-3-3 formation because we don't have the legs to. I mean, Donnelly's sitting on the bench as well. I mean, on the stands. So in a sense, I do understand. But like, I would have liked it maybe in the last 20 minutes of the game, try and introduce a 4-3-3 to introduce some tempo and creativity, because that's what we're lacking. And we can see it. For me now, Johnny is playing too deep. I understand the role that she's been given, but she also has the creativity to make those passes. She's got a high footballing IQ, and we're not utilizing that to the best of our ability, which is frustrating. At this point, Yazine, because she knows how to distribute the ball. Maybe Jermaine will see more of the ball.
Are we playing Jermaine in the right place? Because I watched Banyana. We watched the game versus Mali. And that second half when Hilda was central to the striking and Abu Taimain were off the pitch, it seemed like there was a new life. There was a new way of playing. I know it was versus Mali. in sort of a dead rubber
Yeah.
game, but there was something. Why is there's the holding handbrake right now?
To be honest with you, I think it's the lack of players that we can play up front, even if we wanted to play Jermaine on the left or the right hand side. We don't have a proven striker at the moment, you know, to bury those opportunities. And it's a problem that we're going to face in the near future in South Africa unless we do something about it. And about the SWAT comment, I was actually being sarcastic.
No, sorry, they almost scored. Yes, sis. What? Okay, no. Before you get killed, I see. We'll see how's this game gonna end for you.
Hey, I wonder if we go to extra time. I see us going to penalties actually.
Do you
If we
trust
don't
them?
make
Do
the
you trust
necessary-
Sticks?
I trust Uzo of him. 1 or 2.
Okay. Hey, no. Thank you for joining, but do you have anything lost to say?
Yeah, it's just frustrating that Coach Des is overthinking everything and we're not learning from mistakes from a year ago. It's just, that's it.
Okay, no, thanks so much, Busi, for joining. Please keep coming through. Let me go
I'll
to
do so.
let me go to Mokwena. Mokwena, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, mister?
I'm good, my brother. Well, I'm not good. It seems like we're going to extra time.
Yeah, the team is struggling. The team
Yeah.
is very struggling in the middle of the pack. You can swear they don't have number 10 in the middle of the pack. That is where the first thing that came to my mind was, where's Thembi Kgatlana here? She's sorely missed so much because there's nobody who's driving and controlling the middle field. You can see the ball comes from the back and they try to use the wings or
Yeah.
try to use the long balls.
Yeah.
And number 2, because I don't know, they lack tenacity. They lack something, this team, and especially the national team. Hey, I can see that there are people who just came into the squad. They're trying to push the patient, but hey, I don't know, my coach. I think that's where we should see if we have a coach who can think of a second plan.
Yeah.
Because right now you can see they just play in course. They've got their heart for the national team. But in terms of a plan B, since the second half, the same game style they've been playing. I've never seen it's the same game plan.
Yeah.
I don't see them coming up with something. So here's just where the gods of football have to be on our side, because Senegal is using their strength and their stamina that you can see that they are used to for running long. So that's what they're just doing and being physical. That's it. But here we just need to pray for because I see penalties here. If they don't score through a header, Senegal, because up to so far I don't see us creating chances according to our physics. I don't see that. But the gods of football might smile on us. We don't know.
What do you think? What do you think is the issue? What should be done, BANYANA BANYANA, in order to spark this team again? Because is it a case that now, man, our magic sauce is running out now and we're being exposed? Or is it now a time for big changes to happen?
I think we need big changes to happen. You need people who are progressive, the style where you can replace other players with ease. Because I can see Thembi Kgatlana is not here. You can tell that there's nobody who's been creative. And the other ladies were used to her gem. She was connecting them. That is why maybe she was able to be resistant to her and bring up personal issues. Because she realized the team, she's the strength of the team. So I think this is where the coach is not progressive. I think this is where the coach is not futuristic. You can see that this team, if it continues like this in the next WEFCON, it will not produce anything. So at this point, I think they just need to bring other technical members who will be able to identify and groom talent because if you can see if experienced players were not here, this new other players, they will struggle. They will struggle a lot. It's like they're starting the team from scratch. So I think that we need to find a technical team that is going to be progressive to say, okay, can we plan from here with what we have? Can we look beyond the success we had? Because with this rate, they must forget about the World Cup. If they go there, you can see that this team, eventually for me, it has went backwards than what I used to think of this team.
Lastly, score prediction.
I see penalties here. Or if not penalties, we're going to be beaten 1-0. Because I see these long balls are giving us problems. Because our defense are getting tired. So it's either they're going to beat us 1-0 or we go into penalties.
Okay. Thank you so much. I want to bring in Pilani. Pilani, welcome to the show.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks to you, my brother. What are you saying about this game, Bonan?
This game, coach had a very good plan and it was working for her for some time, but I think it's compromised, more especially when it gets to the final third. It's compromised due to a lack of composure. I think the players that are more composed in front, that are more used to be in that zone, it's only the two, which is Hilda and Jermaine. When it comes to Ramalep, he's not used to be in that zone. He's more of a winger at Sundowns and sometimes a right back. Now he's not more used to be in front of the goalposts. The decisions she's making, look at the chance that she was just supposed to pass the ball and cross, and then it's a goal. And the headers and everything. I think the plan was to keep the style of play. We keep playing the ball, and then when they get tired and expose some areas, more especially on the right wing, left wing, where there is Hilda, that's where we play the ball. From the first half, they've been doing the same thing, and they were doing it right. But we haven't been composed getting into the final third. That's the biggest problem.
Was it a good plan? Seeing that, we didn't create enough opportunities, we're a little bit stale with the way we were playing. Was it a good plan? Was it a good tactical plan, or was it just wait until they get tired plan?
It was perfect, my brother, according to me. Because look, South Africa is coming here as the defending champions, meaning they are well studied. And remember, women's football is growing in in many countries in Africa now. So we are well studied here. So we cannot blame the plan because it's well studied. We can also give credit to the opponent. It's a good plan, but it's well studied. So you have to, it's like if you watch your Barcelona, they don't change their way of playing. Instead, they punch you hard in your key moments where you lose strength, in your moments where your concentration lapses. I think that's what we coach did here. Keep playing the way you want to play and the way you know how to play until, like now, there are many, I think there are about 3 times in this half where the concentration of this team has lapsed. That's the moment where we're supposed to punish them. But they have studied us very well. Hence, I'm not blaming the plan.
Okay, let's talk about a plan B. Do you think that Coach Des sometimes lacks a proper plan B for when they've studied you?
Yes, because of the depth of players. That's the question. Now, because when you bring plan B, I would make an example. The players that are there in the bench or the players that are here, can they play something different? That's the question. So how long would Coach Des have to change them? They've been playing like this since 2018. You understand? So now if you bring something new, you must bring maybe different players or players that can quickly adapt to that, or you had time with them. You look at how Andile is playing right now. They are used to this build up and everything, even if it's not working sometimes. You understand? So the plan B part is absent because of the depth of players that we have.
Yeah.
I do accept that we don't have a plan B. Even if we try to move around and do some, like these long balls, diagonal balls that are played by Bambana, they are not helping us. Pounce the ball forward, it quickly comes back. These girls are probably half a meter taller than us. So not going to win any aerial ball unless you bring Donnelly, which Donnelly is probably their height, but not so experienced to be in this level.
Okay. Last question, Pilan. How's this game going to end?
We are winning this game and we're not even going to penalties because our passing game is tiring them and they will lapse the concentration and will score.
Okay. No, Pilan, thank you so much for jumping in. 93 minutes, guys. Remember, we are now into extra time. I didn't even have graphics ready for extra time, by the way, but we're now into extra time. Still 0-0 as it stands. Banyana venturing forward a little bit more. Unfortunately, it seems as though Amkhelang has injured herself. I'm not sure if she's injured herself or she was taken out out of a tactical switch, but Umtandi has made it onto the pitch in place of Amkhelang, who also had just come back on the pitch playing now. So wish this you stop watching. Guys, don't stop watching, guys. Remember, now that we're in extra time, add 90 to whatever my timer says. So the timer is going into 4 minutes now. Please add 90 so that you know exactly what the time is. We're 94 minutes into the game. Olwasei, welcome to the show. How are you?
100 meters turn left on Martindale Crescent.
Olwasei, are you with me?
Hey, I'm here with you, my brother. How are you? It's good talking to you.
I'm good, my brother. I'm just stressed. Yeah.
You make me enjoy football commentary. You make me enjoy football analysis. You won't believe I leave Supersport and the major station to listen to you.
Thank you so much, my brother.
I'm a Nigerian. I'm calling you from Canada. And I want to tell you, good job. You are doing a good job. Right now, the South Africans are playing good, but unfortunately, they met a determined big Senegalese. The Senegalese are big, they are bullies. You understand? Those guys are not after any tactics. They just want to harass you till if they can. If these people are experienced, they would have maybe scored against South Africa.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But so far now, as it is, I still think South Africans are winning because I want you guys to win so that you meet Nigeria. You understand? I want South Africa to win so that you meet Nigeria in the semis.
But I want to ask, honestly, when you're looking at this, do you think that Banyana Banyana is maybe a one-trick pony that can be figured out now?
Yeah, I think so. South Africa can be figured out. I mean, they have this one style of play that I think they are used to. And I think if a good coach will read them, okay, look at Zambia last time. Zambia has this kind of game too. Nigerians were able to figure them out. And Zambia was like, maybe they are just toddlers yesterday. Because they're able to figure them out. And that's the same problem South Africans are having. You understand? The South Africans they have this one kind of game that anybody can predict. And if you can predict it, you cover it up and they are finished. You understand? That's what's going on. But I hope the coach will work on it, maybe change tactics, and hopefully you guys win.
No, I want to meet Nigeria, but it looks like Nigeria is very strong right now. What would you say would happen if South Africa met Nigeria?
See, let me be honest with you. It's going to be a different ball game. Trust me. I cannot tell you. Yeah, I cannot tell you. See, when it comes to the game between Nigeria and South Africa, everybody is up. The South Africans that is playing like this, you'll be surprised. You'll be asking yourself, is this the same South Africa? They will up their game when they know they are playing Nigeria. Nigeria is going. I cannot. If I tell you, Nigeria. If I tell you Nigeria will win, that's because I'm being sentimental. I'm being sentimental. I'm not authoritatively telling you Nigerians will win. It's a game of 50-50. Anybody can win that game.
No, I was saying thank you so much for joining me all the way from Canada, my brother. Thank you for your kind words as well, man. Hopefully we can meet up and you can jump in and we can have a conversation properly with the two teams.
We will.
Thank you so much, my brother. Banyana able to put the ball into the net there. But it was offside. Ramalepe making the strikers run that I've been speaking about. She's been more of a striker right now than Hilda or even Jermaine have been, which is very interesting because from last she was on the right hand side. Now we are checking VAR because there's VAR in these tournaments now. Thank you, Tate Motsepe. But it does seem like VAR is going to still rule that offside. Is the ref being called? What's happening? Yeah, offside. Glenn, welcome.
How's it, my brother?
Kemonati, Glenn. 98 minutes. Extra time, 0-0. How do you feel about the game?
Is this what sponsors must support? Hey, let's be fair. As a sponsor, as MTN, is this what we are supposed to support?
Mara le shebadi 0-0 tsa ko PSL every day.
There's no enterprise whatsoever here. Like I've been watching this game from the onset. Hey, there was a 1-2-1-2 being played.
Yeah.
So is this really what we want people to put their hard-earned money on?
Yeah.
Like, let's be fair. I know we live in a patriarchal world, but is this what people must support?
Oh, but we didn't support them when they won.
You didn't support. Yeah, no, you're making a point, Marageri. We cannot live in the past. Now we're in the present. So I'm asking myself, if you're going to go to MTN now and say support Banyana Banyana, is this what we must support?
Yeah.
I know, guys.
But then tell me about the game. How do you feel about the game?
No, the game is a boring game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a boring game. I want to say it is a tactical game, but I don't think it's that much of a tactical game. I want to say to myself, it's a watchable game in terms of tactics, but what are the tactics? I don't know what's happening. Everyone, when they have the ball, they kick it forward, and then what's supposed to happen?
Yeah.
I need to maybe get our tactic or play the ball as quickly as possible forward, or I don't know, because Bona refugee, she's our ball player, Mara Azanga Mona Swara ball. And you need them in such games. You need your midfielders to be having the ball on their feet. You have Lindam Kalo.
Oh. Glenn, how do you see this game ending up? We still got 20 minutes left of this game. Not penalty. What would you change in this game?
Here's my problem. I would change everything about this game. Where are the players? Where are our best players? Someone is dead. Saf is not paying our best players. So what's supposed to happen?
Hey, what's happening? Okay, Glenn, I'm gonna bring in Matthew. Matthew, how are you? Okay, Matthew's not here. I'm gonna jump in, guys. We are 101 minutes in, which means that we are 4 minutes away from half time of extra time. Yeah, still as it stands, Ramalepe found the net, but was ruled to be offside. It does seem like there is some spaces opening up to play that long ball in behind, but I don't think it's enough. I don't know if it's enough, honestly speaking. And it does look like we're going to be heading to, I think we are going to be heading to penalties. Now, for me, what's really interesting about this game, and what's frustrating me personally, is that there seems to be a lack of discipline on this pitch. I think Banyana Banyana has clicked into a mode that you don't want to click into, and they're playing hero ball. What Glenn is saying is correct in terms of the structure of the team, because, like I said, Ramalepe is making striker runs. Jermaine is dropping back to almost like a right back position. Hilda has been out of this game for a while. We're not seeing Refilwe playing in this game. Dlamini had pushed up for a little bit, but now is no longer doing that. It almost feels like both teams are just trying to see the game out. Now, there is a little bit of urgency from the South African side, but it's not actually gaining anything. So if you look at where Jermaine is right now, if you look at where Linda is right now, if you look at where Ramalepe is right now, guys, I don't understand what is meant to happen here, but maybe Sinje can help me. Showstopper, Sinje, welcome.
Hey, my man, I've been looking for the country stepmother. Hey, they've not put her in yet.
Who's the country stepmother?
Oh, Ronald. She's not in.
She's injured. She's sitting in the stands.
What happened to hey? No, you know what? I don't know, man. I'm not paying attention to this game. I'm studying, so I keep looking at the score, keep looking at it, thinking. For some reason, I get a sense that I think we are looking for a moment of brilliance.
Yeah.
Individual brilliance rather than orchestrating a goal. I think that's what is frustrating. Whether I think they are canceling each other out. I'm trying to understand. I don't understand whether is it a coaching thing or is it players they don't want to step outside the box. I don't know. I'm not getting that sense of that we want to get this game by the scruff of the neck and shake it until it gives us something. I think the players are just waiting for that careless mistake and we capitalize from it and then we call it a wrap. I don't know. I see penalties. I don't know. It looks like it.
CJ, was this bound to happen? That at some point, the game we were playing, the risky game we were playing with Banyana Banyana. Oh no, we're changing. Kamete and Motaung have come on for Linda Mhlalo and Ramalepe. So I wanted to ask you, is this inevitable that Banyana Banyana essentially rode their luck up to this point or rode their star players up to this point and they might come a place where you can't get over the line?
Yeah, man. There was another cup that I saw where but it was South African women's team, but I saw a lot of white people.
Oh, the Kosafa. It was Kosafa. Boludwig.
Yeah. Yes, and there was a white striker there. Yay, that girl is good. Where is she? Why is she not in that? Why is she not in this team?
If we're talking Ludwig, she's at Mamelodi Sundowns right now. She signed for Sundowns. So I'm not sure why she's not there, but it was that Kosafa team.
Yeah, there was a couple of white. I was shocked first of all to see white players, and at the same time I was glad. And I thought, okay, is this Banyana Banyana or what's going on? And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm going to see those faces. So I think maybe we got it wrong there of not integrating them into this team early in order for this moment.
But is this not the case with football? Like, do we, in general, just hold on to stars too long? You think about the Barcelona team after Bochavili Iniesta, they did not move until they had to move, and it set them back a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. I think there also comes a time when a player that is being introduced into the system to step up to the plate and raise their hands. And I think I was quite looking forward to this squad because it kind of gave me an idea what's going to be in the next Olympics, in the next world stage. So I was actually looking forward to it. This game, I don't know whether the players for me, sometimes there's a game plan, right? Then there is we need to do something outside the plan in order for us to get the win. You know, whether it's ugly, whether it's Hugo Boss's win, but we need a win. We need a win. We don't need a play. We just need whether it was analyzed by who, by how, by what. One thing is gonna be analyzed is us moving forward. So I think this is what this game probably needs. And yeah, man, we saw this with Bafana Bafana. We saw it with Bafana Bafana in the AFCON. No one cares how they got that bronze medal. All we know is that they got the bronze medal. No one cares what was happening.
Are we going through to the semis? But for last question, are we going through to the semis?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're gonna penalties. I think so.
Okay. Butlale, it's halftime now. We've now swapped over. We're going to start the second half of extra time. We're 15 minutes left before this game has to go to penalties. How do you feel about it?
Angikho right, Oti. I'm not fine, Oti. Even though Oti ke kopa ke tlhoho. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, ke kopa ke tlhoho akna grandpa ka mo ntlong. Yo, hey,
No
ka mo
metsi, man.
banyana yang stressa. Kore, maybe one of the Chiefs tsa Chiefs. The Mazembe a Chiefs. Maybe what long tusanyana ish. Maybe I need a little bit of a nappy touch. But yeah, Oti, Navy game, I'm so nervous. You know that feeling when like your heart is pumping, Joe, like because you know I'm counting like in the first game like against Ghana, I said no, we're gonna defend this championship, right? So that's why I'm so nervous. But Oti, I think we have to, they haven't realized. Well, of course they know, but I think we haven't fully grasped that this is a tournament game, Oti, and in a tournament game, what you do is when things are not working, it's time for tactics don't matter, Oti. That's let me take you back. You remember the 2022 World Cup final, France versus Argentina. Oti, do you think the last 10 minutes of that 90 minutes, the tactics were going into those players' minds? Tactics don't matter, Oti. In tournament football, in such critical situations, tactics don't matter. Even at halftime, I'm sure they didn't talk tactics. It was just all motivation, all what were just keep your heads up. Those type of conversations, right? So it comes down to a Caesar kick. It comes down to a moment, a Messi dribbling the whole team. It comes down to those types of individual moments. And I'm asking myself, do these players have we seen now? I can't tell you, but have we seen a moment of individual brilliance from any one of these players that are on the field right now? Because right now, what we need is not tactical. We don't need to orchestrate the goal right now, right? We in
Oh!
you don't
Yeah.
need to we don't need to orchestrate a goal right now. What this is where big game players are needed. OT, big moment players are needed. In manje uthi young stress amfethu.
Ah, that man. Oh, that was our best chance. Yes, sus.
Okay, last point. Right now we need big game players.
So then, do we have big game players still, or was it a situation that we have a big game player, but the others maybe were not at the level?
Please repeat, Osinyana. Hey, I wasn't.
I'm saying, do we have big game players at Banyana Banyana, and or is it a case that we had one, and we just are failing to plan around her? Huh? Campaign,
OT, what I'm saying is that's actually the point I was coming to is, does this team have a big moment player? Does this team have a big game player, OT? And that at the end of the day, championship teams have that, OT. Man City in their treble winning, they had a Rodri big game player, they had a Haaland big game player, and all championship teams have that. And OT, I'm gonna get off now because I can't even focus. OT. Mara
Okay.
nkosi yami Jermaine trap khona
You're too slow. Yeah, you're behind. It's fine. It's fine for time. Yeah.
My information is coming in one ear, it's going out the other ear, so it's fine. Let's just watch the.
Okay. Let me bring it to Box. Box, we've got 10 minutes left. It seems like we're going forward. Rafi Tlakopeli, Bongs, welcome. How do you feel about this?
Joe, ke stressa fela OT.
Yeah.
Aye. Is history gonna repeat itself again, OT?
Ochoya Ghana, yeah, Nigeria.
I mean,
hey, play it!
Good.
Banana ref! Banana ref!
Exactly. Think no, why Han?
It's going to VAR.
Okay,
It's going
VR,
to
please.
Okay, while they check VAR, Box no ring, sorry.
No. Remember when we played Cape Verde last year at the AFCON?
Yeah.
We were playing poorly in that game. That game we were playing very poorly. And who was our next opponent?
Was it Nigeria?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is what's happening again in the BANYANA BANYANA.
Do you think that they're thinking about the next few games instead of watching this one?
I think they are thinking about Nigeria instead of focusing on passing Senegal.
Mm.
And now we have to let Andile Dlamini be our hero again. It's always going to be a Sundowns player who saves us again.
Box, should we be scared by this? No penalty, guys. Sorry. Tackle made. VAR has said there is no penalty. Should we be scared by this performance, Box?
Yeah, we should be worried about this performance. I did say last time that this is a worrying factor because we are not playing like the BANYANA BANYANA that used to play and win games. We are not playing like champions.
What needs to be done, Box? What needs to be done? What needs to be done here? Oh, they're still checking. Okay.
Yeah, they're still checking. Just like Man City, a squad overall, we need new players, new blood. We need to restructure, start a new team all over again.
New coach?
Not necessarily. Let's give the coach one more try and see if we change the players. Then we'll talk after changing the players.
Bongs, how's this game going to end?
At this point in time, we are going to penalties. It's going to be Dlamini versus Senegal all over again.
Okay, Bongs, thank you so much for joining. Guys, 112 minutes in. Take whatever my timer says. Oh, my timer's not even running. Imagine. We're in the second half. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. 67, 20. So that I can just get us proper here. Okay, she's checking. She's going. Okay. Wait. She's going to the TV. She's going to the TV. Wow, guys, didn't tell me my timer's not running. She's going to the TV. Does it touch the ball? Nah, there's no touch. That should be a penalty, no? Chase, I know what I know you're saying that it's not, but it should it be? Yeah, guys. Oh, Tembele kuma penalty, guys. Phew. Never been so stressed. Guys, stop saying. You guys are the worst. So I'm saying this is Motsepe's VAR. Ivar, man. Ivar. Eesh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say too much here because zoom it in. Zoom it in. Show me the other angle. Why are you showing her the angle we're seeing on TV, man? Zoom it in. The ball is clearly going somewhere else. It's actually 10 minutes. I should be saying 10 minutes. No penalty. Ref says no penalty. So all of the people who are speaking about allegedly no penalties. Okay, I think I've got it now. We've got 5 more minutes to go. I mustn't talk. Guys. Okay, Banyana have looked more bright in the second half, I must say. Literally the changes that we were asking for. Banyana made a couple of changes. Motaung came on, obviously, for Holoeni, but had to come off from Tandi. Then we brought in Salgado and Gamete for Mutlalo and Lina Mutlalo. So now we are seeing the more fluid Banyana we were speaking about. We are seeing that when you bring on more players who can maybe play the ball with a little bit less ego, who are willing to come together, you are watching Abu Hilda having people that they can combine with. And I still have a sneaky suspicion that this, what we're watching, is Tina ball, not necessarily Desiree ball. But they waited so long to get to this level now, to get to this tactic, that it risked the game deeply. So already you saw the type of chances we're creating are a lot more and a lot better than the chances we were creating in the first half, or the lack of chances we're creating in the first half. And Senegal is being pulled back. So again, I ask, are we watching a Banyana team that's refusing to move into the future of Banyana, which maybe doesn't look like stars, maybe it doesn't look like big names, maybe it doesn't look like recognizable people, maybe it doesn't look like individual brilliance, maybe it looks like a team that is fine with playing. And can Abu Chabain, Abu Linda, and those type of players play the type of football that we want? Because and as much as we say they're ball players, Abu Refilo, Abu Fifi, as much as we say that we're ball players, let's be honest, Banyana is not the ball playingest of teams, and they haven't been for a while. It has been this, with the only difference being that Tembi Khatlana is on the end of the long balls that are played out, route one, we're just trying to save the game, we're just clearing the ball. So can they play niga type of football? I don't think so. And you're seeing with the vast improvement right now, I know it's extra time. You could argue that the game breaks down in extra time. You can argue that the spaces appear because both teams are desperate, but they look a little bit better. They're passing the ball a little bit more fluid. In fact, Abu Salgado look like stars when they're playing now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Guys, just give your all. There's 2 minutes left. Don't lie down. Don't lie down. Play the counter. Play the transition. Thank you. Play the transition, please. Oh, cameraman, Ursapaka replay on a transition. Come on. Oh, I'm so stressed. Wow, why am I so stressed? Tembi Khatlaneza Messi. I was on YouTube and Tiziwala. Welcome to Ebon's Story. Please follow if you have not followed. Peggy says, yes, this is Tina Paul. They're playing karate in Senegal. Why is Senegal playing karate? They've been kicking us all game. Question is there enough investment in women's football for the coach to choose players? There's a lot of players. Scoot is nice. There's a lot of players. There's a lot of players. It's bravery in selecting players. Bravery in selecting new players. So you already have Coach Maud's under 20s, I think it is. You have the COSAFA team. You have UWC, obviously. You have a couple of standout teams that can give you players. But it's about being brave enough to do it and also being hip enough to the fact that you need to change. That's also another thing. Sometimes you think that you don't need to change. I mean, we saw a better Banyana Banyana last week in the second half, I believe, versus Mali. You know, you'd expect that they'd continue with that. We reverted back. So, yeah, no, there's players. Sundowns losing Champions League was a sign. Yeah, but they also stopped playing that game that they normally play. UWC was also playing long balls. I was like, hey man, Coach Tina, what the hell is this? How come just number 12 is still on the pitch? Jermaine, I don't know. Ali, I don't know. Now I would have taken her. I said it that I would have made certain changes. But she's an experienced campaigner for Banyana Banyana, to be honest. Uchemain Sioposenwe. Dlamini kicked there. But Timara this ref, aye. It's basically penalties, guys. It's basically penalties. They're ignoring Uchiba's Cup. It's basically penalties. And again, I don't have a penalties graphic. I wasn't expecting Banyana to do this to me now. Banyana. Let me just quickly do this. Oh. And penalties are stressful. David says he sees us out. Aye, David, man. Have a little faith, David. That's where we are, eh? Senegal even making changes now. Yo. Is this meta person a very good penalty taker? Banyana, last kick. Last roll of the dice. I trust Lamini. She's from the Williams penalty school of keeping. Can Andile save at least 2, says Ali. But I trust Andile, she'll take us through. Okay. Okay, there we have it, guys. Reakori peneneng. It's a penene time. Let me just fix my graphics because, like I said, I didn't have a graphic for this. You. Stress, guys. MK says he doesn't trust Andile to save the pens. Stress, guys. Oh, Jehovah. Where's... Oh, Jehovah. I haven't forgot to load all my sounds. Of course I'm checking, Dukes. Of course I'm checking, man. I even have to make these graphics on the fly. I'm checking, guys. Do you blame me for checking? Are you not checking at home? Guys, for those who aren't watching the game, we are playing penalties right now. We're in penalties right now. Penalties are stress, man. I wanted penalties because I know we have Ndia. Is Ndia that good? Chase, is Ndia that good? Pennies, guy. I told Oti to give me that ladies now. We'd be sorted. Aye. Yo, guys. I'm so stressed. Yes. Patty Tembi would have sorted this thing out. So Tembi would have sorted this thing out. Okay, let me just get the graphics right. Oh, gosh.
Ziyakhala and loudspeaker and I couldn't do off. I don't couldn't do off. Ziyakhala like much. Ziyakhala like much.
Oh, did I make a mistake? Wait. Can we have another extra time? We can't have another extra time, guys. Yo, wait. I'm just frantically trying to get these graphics right. Wait. Lamini stepping up to take the first one. You see now Chase has me scared. Hey guys, we'll have to just do it that way. Just so that we can keep track. Lamini. Oh, number 7, Lamini. Yeah, guys. We do this. We do this. What a pen. Yeah, agent, what a pen. You're behind. Who's behind? Nechi, stop being behind, man. Okay. Penalties. We've scored our first one. Lamini scored. Now let's see. Ngazi nokuthi ngizibambe kuphi. Hey. Angazi nokuthi ngizibambe kuphi. I don't know what can I do with myself. Stepping up to take the next penalty is Diop from Senegal. Oh, nice penalty. Andile goes the wrong way. Andile goes the wrong way there. Andile goes the wrong way. These are great penalties, agent. These are great penalties. Apologies for how it looks, guys. The scores are the way I feel right now. Bamkatazi. Le kataza. Okay, cellular to kataza. Hey, tanda katazas into Senegal, man. When I'm sitting here, I can even do East Jose. Anyway. Makubela stepping up to take a penalty. Hey! Hey, Ndiaye got a hand on it. Ndiaye got a hand on it, but then still not able to keep it up. Banyana Banyana 2-1 up. All of a sudden, I have saved, says Katla. That was supposed to be a save, says Chase. Ooh. You're stressed, guys. Why literally Tondeleki stepmother of the nation? Anyway, no. Okay, stressed. Ndiaye will still save 2 penalties, says Chase. Senegal penalties remind me of BANYANA. She was supposed to use one hand, says agent. Better reach, okay. Number 9 stepping up. Is it Nelly Ndiaye? Oh, Ndiaye. Andile saves it. Andile has made a save. Sticks makes a save, guys. Sticks makes a save. Come on now.
South Africa. Quase South Africa. No putting your mouth in.
Okay. Salgado stepping up to take the next penalty for Banyana. I'm Mokwena. I'm just trying to hype myself up. I'm stressed right now. I can feel my heart beating in my chest. Okay, Salgado stepping up to take the next penalty for Banyana Banyana after Sticks made a save to give us a slight advantage. Oh, what a pen. What a pen. What a pen. We go 3-1 up. What a pen, man. Eh? Shame. Chase, this in the eye, man. Bati Banyana made for this. Let's go, says Soweto Chance. Nechi says she's my favorite player, that one. Really? Salgado? Come on, Sticks. You're not going to get beaten by Meta. Number 24, who just came on, literally came on for the penalties. Imagine if you lose or you miss. Imagine if you miss. Sticks gets her hands on another penalty. That's 2 penalties saved, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. We score this one, we're done. Imagine coming on for penalties. Imagine coming on for penalties and then missing your penalty. That is what happened. Banyana Banyana with a 3-1 lead in the penalties. We score this one. And we are good. We are good. We don't have to worry about anything. We are through. We got a little bit of a reminder, a little bit of a wake-up call. But we are through, though. We are through, though. Let's see. Juice stepping up. Juice stepping up. Juice stepping up. Danko, Juice. Danko, Juice. We win 4-1 on penalties. We win 4-1 on penalties. We are through. Oh.
South Africa. South Africa. No putting your mouth in.
Banyana. I don't know why Banyana did this to us today. I don't know why Banyana did this to us today. Please stop doing this, Banyana. We can't go through this again, guys. Wait, I'm looking for a sound because I haven't loaded all my sounds.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more.
We have to win more. But Banyana through to the semifinals after what was a crazy win. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. My review will be up in about an hour and a half. Senegal has been knocked out by Banyana. Not a classic win by Banyana by any stretch of the imagination. I think we looked a little bit flat, a little bit poor. I think Senegal, whatever game plan they came in to this game with, actually worked. They held us back for quite a bit. We didn't create chances. We didn't play very well. End of the day, when we need it most, another Mamelodi Sundowns goalkeeper steps up. And this time, Sticks is able to save 2 penalties out of all of those penalties. Look at how sad the Senegal players are right now. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. I will see you guys then on the next one. So, guys, for time. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you to everybody that sent gifts. Thank you to everybody that watched. Thank you to everybody watching on YouTube, guys. A win is a win is a win is a win, guys. A win is a win is a win is a win. We're that much closer to defending our title. Bye, everyone.